On the U.S.-Mexico border, silhouettes of industry and culture stand boldly against colorful desert sunsets, as do international bridges on which thousands of citizens cross back and forth daily between two worlds. In this same southwest region, stronger bridges are being built, not of concrete or steel, but rather compassion and equality. Bridges to overcome obstacles and help people reach goals that defy adversity and poverty. Knowing that access to healthcare, economic empowerment, and education are the ways to achieve progress and equality, philanthropist Guadalupe Arizpe de la Vega founded FEMAP, the Mexican Federation of Private Associations, in 1973.
I really believe that the FEMAP Foundation in Mexico and United States is a binational example. Some people said that the borders are the scars of history, but we have also people who have come with a great heart.
In 1992, FEMAP became a foundation with the help of yet another philanthropist on the U.S. side, Adair Margot.
I knew a foundation needed to be started, and we had begun some programs, and we just knew it would be more helpful if people could give to FEMAP through a foundation that was established in the United States.
The Brickmakers Project trained brickmakers to construct more efficient kilns and use cleaner burning fuels. Through their School of Nursing and scholarships provided by FEMAP, 300 nurses have graduated, armed with a degree and the prospect of a successful career. FEMAP also helps in a multitude of issues, such as participating in the V-Day March against women's violence on the border, providing alternative careers for sex workers, and establishing programs to prevent AIDS and other sexual transmitted disease. By building sustainable communities through its community bank program called Seeds Across the Border, FEMAP offers loans and classes on business in which over 700 businesses have been created in El Paso and Juarez. Approximately 90% of the participants are women.
It started really with personal visits over there. And I've always kind of said it really wasn't as much that I wanted to help or that I thought I had so much to offer. It's really that I wanted to be in the presence of the women over there and the kind of lives that they were living with, these spirits that were so filled with life and so filled with hope, despite many times environments of great poverty.
In 1998, Maria Elena Ortega received a $60 loan from FEMAP and started her own business selling perfumes door to door.
Desde ahí, pues yo siento que fue mi formación como pequeño microempresaria, de que nos enseñaron a valorarnos a nosotros mismos, nos enseñaron el hábito del ahorro, tener fe en lo que hacemos.
Since then, Maria now owns 7 perfume stores, 1 natural food store, and a beauty salon. Maria's new success has enabled her to put her son through college, who now helps with the business and design future stores. Even through all her success, Maria still has grand plans for the future.
Yo me veo en una gran bodega grandísima, y tener muchos productos que sean de muy buena calidad y que sean muy benéficos para la gente. Así me veo.
On the other side of town, in a more poverty-stricken area known as the Colonias, Araceli Centeno Figuero owns and runs Abarrotes Araceli, a small convenience store. At 16, Araceli received a $20 loan through FEMAP and started attending the classes and workshops provided by Seeds Across the Border.
En el 85 conocimos a unos jóvenes que venían a hacer unas juntas y esos jóvenes nos empezaron a prestar $20 y para mí $20 era una fortuna. Y ya con esos $20 empezamos a meter mucho más cosas, más variedad.
Through the Community Bank program, Araceli learned the basic fundamentals of saving, investing, and growth of a business. At 28, she has acquired a business, a home for her family, land, and transportation. She also owns and controls her own supplies and distribution. Araceli appreciates all the help and training FEMAP has offered her. She hopes her daughter will follow in the same footsteps by reflecting the same work ethic she has learned over the years.
Son mis ojos, que no quisiera yo para mi bebé. Espero que se supere, que ella no pase ningún tipo de carencias que yo pasé.
In a city of over 2.3 million people, healthcare is an issue that cannot be ignored. Cardiovascular disease, respiratory infections, breast cancer, cervical uterine cancer, diabetes, and gastrointestinal diseases are the 6 leading causes of death in Ciudad Juarez. The purpose of FEMAP's primary care clinic, Clinic Help, is to prevent diseases and high-risk pregnancies through free screenings, education, and training.
Started in 76 with only 4 beds, 2 outpatient care rooms, 1 labor room, 1 surgical room, very, very, very small. And little by little, we start to grow and grow and grow through the years.
In 2004, FEMAP acquired another clinic which was built by the Church of Santa Maria, led by Father Aristeo Baca.
The FEMAP doctors having take care of administration and the people. And we have about 600 people every day here, especially poor people.
Today, between the 2 clinics, there are now 170 beds. The medical staff includes 152 nurses and 145 doctors. Together, they treat over 20% of the entire city's population, providing over 43,000 services a month.
What about the importance in regards to healthcare, like prenatal care, all this?
Well, this program started with an information and education program. The objective of Guadalupe La Vega was to provide information to the people, to the women, in order for them to take decisions about taking care of the health. When we started in 1976 here, we have 500 deliveries per year. Now we have 5,600 deliveries per year. In 1981, we have 40% of the women delivering babies here with prenatal care. Now we have 83%. And this increase, almost double in 20-something years, is because of the information and education that's carried out in the communities by the promotoras, by the social workers. One of the biggest expenses in running a hospital, despite the personal and the operational, the daily cost is the equipment. For example, last year we invest over $1.3 million in equipment. Half of those resources were used to buy used equipment. We have the advantage of living close to the United States, and we have access to used equipment in a very, very good conditions. Because one of the objectives of Mrs. De La Vega is to try to give the poorest the best quality of medical care possible, and to provide access to them to technology.
FEMAP understands that many people cannot make it into the clinic, so FEMAP takes healthcare out to the people. Through FEMAP's community outreach, health fairs are set up at schools and maquiladoras to lower the health problems within the communities, as well as obtain information to better develop or modify programs and services. By collaborating with Clinic Help, over 1,500 promotoras, volunteer health workers, ensure that every year 300,000 people receive free screenings, nutrition classes, vaccinations, and oral rehydration services. Back at the Hospital de la Familia, Dr. Jacob Heidemann, an American pediatric orthopedic surgeon, and his team of physical therapists and prosthetic specialists have provided more than 27,000 consultations, 22,000 rehabilitation therapy sessions, and almost 800 surgeries in the past 2 decades.
This is a service that we provide as we enjoy it. The patients are very appreciative of everything that we can do. Just the opportunity to speak with a physician and meet with a therapist and be instructed on some home exercises and things that might be able to benefit their child.
For over 20 years, Dr. Heidemann and his team have been coming to the clinic once a month to provide free consultations. Tonight, Dr. Heidemann's team will consult about 60 families before the night is over.
We're primarily all about doing patient education, parent education, so that they know how to help their children take whatever is the next developmental step.
We've seen some of the kids for 19 years, and we have a lot of new kids almost every month. So it's been fun to see some of them grow up.
What's your greatest satisfaction here?
Just to see that the little bit that you can do every month does make a difference. And you see it when the parents come back and they've been working on the exercises and the kids change. So it shows you that it really does work. You want to try? Yeah.
We see with great satisfaction that we have more and more people joining us. Milan Kundera said that it's not so important how many years you live. What is really important is if you give meaning to your life.
What I love about being involved in FEMAP and being involved in their programs is when you hear news about what's going on in Juarez or what's going on in the border, and lives are being enriched and people are looking forward with hope to the future.